Morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Give it another second to make sure things load up correctly, and we'll get started. Hope everybody's weekend was good. Oh my gosh, I forgot I had this loaded there. Oh, what did I do? Oh man. Oh noes. Oh noes, oh noes, oh noes. I've got stuff loaded twice. We don't need to have it loaded twice, do we? No, we don't. So, not going to. Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the channel. I am Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session. Today is December 13th, 2021. It's a Monday. Monday. Who doesn't love Mondays? I love Mondays. What's up with this? Seriously? How is that even possible? That's what I was going to say. Yeah, my live stream better be running every place. Hope everybody's weekend was good. Mine was great. We've got, 11 days till Christmas. You think the Santa rally is going to happen? It better happen this week. We have a lot of volatility ahead for us this week. So, while I get this last little part set up, go ahead and take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. Oh, wait. Yes, turn on the notifications and have a great day. No, I'll be right back. All right, I've got the news ready. Got to get signed into the chat because I'm always slacking on that part, and then we will get going. It's going to be an interesting week. We've got some key events that are going to happen. A bunch of news came out over the weekend about Omicron. We actually had the first death in the UK. It's sad, but I don't know if they were sick before they went into the hospital or if it was actually because of the variant. There's speculations all over the place. So what's up, Johnny? All right, we've got chat going. We've got the news. We've got exciting news. We are going to start slowly incorporating some trading stuff into the stream. I gotta get some. Sorry about the banging on that. I know you didn't want it or need it, but it happened. So let's see. What am I missing here? I've got my futures. Do we have futures? Yes, we have thoughts futures. Okay. Gold is up. Crude is down. Bonds are whipping, and the yen is kind of flat. We are going to have a very interesting day in the futures. We have some key events this week that are going to definitely shake the market. Let me see if I can find what those are real quick. I hate how this thing copies and pastes over. There's like one author in this news source that I use that likes to use bullet points, and it just jacks everything up. Okay. So no major economic data for today, but that doesn't sound right. Maybe it's tomorrow. FOMC. What's it? Forex Factory. There we go. Forex Factory gives some pretty decent news. Let's see. Today. Oh, they're doing the bank stress test for the GBP, which is, I think, the Great Britain. I don't know. It's got something to do with the pound. What about tomorrow? Let's see. Tomorrow we have. There we go. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow we've got NFIB small index. That'll be before the bell. PPI and core PPI at 6:30. That must be low. I think. Nope. So we've got CPI and core CPI tomorrow. We've also got. Let's see what else we got here. Hold on. So then on Wednesday we have manufacturing sales. FOMC on Wednesday. So Here's how that works, okay? You're going to get a lot of volatility today, a lot of volatility this morning, just because it's Monday and there's a lot of news coming in over the weekend. People are going to be scaling in and out of positions. There's going to be sector rotation happening because we have quad witching this week. Lots of volatility today. So I may or may not play anything because I think I might get a good price on it tomorrow. Just keep an eye on it. But FOMC coming up on Wednesday, the Fed's gonna announce some things. Whether the market's got it built into it or not, I don't like to hold through those. I don't short anything going into Powell because Powell will Powell me out of the market. So may have to wait until after FOMC. Okay, looking at the Qs, I'm a little concerned with the Qs that it's forming an inverse head and shoulders, or excuse me, a head and shoulders. IWM is obviously the sector lagger. I think we might get rotation into small caps. Currently, the 200's barely holding it up. It's got a very bearish reversal pattern, and hopefully I have a chart. You guys can't see all of this, but let me show you the pattern I'm seeing on. Oh, I can't see it. Dang it. I'll find it and get it posted. But essentially, it's a bearish downtrending pattern where, what's the YM? Is that the Russell? Let's do this. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. This is a bearish pattern. Rally down, right? Fade off to support, right? Which we did. We made a higher low, right? Well, we faded off to support. We immediately rallied back to the 21, rejected off the 34. So we either continue downtrending or we reverse here, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reversal, or this is the beginning of a very large move. This could be the 1, 2, let's see, be 1, nope. So this would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep an eye on IWM. Keep an eye on the Russell small caps, right? Just, yeah, don't go into today or this week biased. Okay, just don't. So let's get into the news, and then we will get into the charts. And I've got some plays here that we're going to look at. Okay. If you didn't watch, I did 2 videos this weekend. I did a live stream. I did a lot of work on YouTube. Make sure you check those out. We did the live stream on Sunday, and the chat brought the heat, right? You guys brought the bangers for sure. So those were Qualcomm, Home Depot, Baba. There was another one. Oh, Laz brought the heat with Johnson & Johnson, and what was the other one, Laz? Laz, what was the other healthcare stock that you said over the weekend? I don't have it up. I didn't write it down. I know one of them was Johnson & Johnson, but there was another one. So, all right. Looking at today, we don't know. SRAD, you've ever heard of that company? SRAD? New IPO? Huh. Relatively new IPO. Did the IPO bounce? So, doesn't move a whole lot, but it just got some positive news, right? Let's see if we can get it. This is annoying. Very annoying. I want this one. It's my 4 hour. 15. 15. That should be 5. That should be 2 hours. Daily, 4 hour, 2 hour, 15, and 5. There we go. SRAD. Has anybody ever heard of it? Sports radio broadcasting. All right. They definitely have some news today. If they break this 4 hour top, right, they can get pretty woody with it. They move about $2 a day. This is one of those slow movers, right? Slow low caps or small caps. But check it out, yo. Out of the 4 hour top, they start going to take out the daily top, right? Where's my daily? Oh, how lame. All right, give me 1 second. For some reason, I've been having an issue with TradingView syncing my stuff. I don't know if anybody else has ran into that. Let me know in the comment section below if you have. It's quite annoying, that's for sure. It is quite annoying. Give me 1 second, let me finish this up. It is super annoying. Because then I have to waste time building shit, and I don't, oopsie, building stuff, and I don't like doing that. Sorry for anybody playing this on your TV. My bad. I'm working on it, and we'll try not to do that again. Alright. Alright, so SRAD, if it breaks 4 hour top, so basically above, alright, above 1850 for a move to 1870, above 1870, I think we go and try to take out the daily top, which is at 21, right? That's SRAD. They had news. Let's get into this. Siri, Microsoft files debt security shelf. Woohoo! Microsoft filing the debt security shelf. Look at that. You just can't beat those fib levels. Currently resting at 1618 out of the 4 hour top. I'd like to see a pullback on Microsoft down to 341 for a larger trifecta move. I think that would set up the trifecta if we were able to okay. That definitely set up a trifecta if we get out of the top of the 1618. Healthy pullback though. I'd like to see a pullback for a longer move to the upside. However, Microsoft is trading pretty bullishly right now. All right, nice reversal off the 50, trading coming right off the 21 EMA, about a $9 ATR. Radiant fire signal fired off on the 7th, right? Waiting for this slingshot squeeze right here to release, so it's getting ready to curl around. Mid to high compression squeeze. When that releases, we should get a pretty decent move on Microsoft. Fibonacci is telling us that it wants to go all the way up to, wow, look at that. Beautiful. 350. So Microsoft 340, 345, 350, and then 360 all-time high coming in incoming. Once this slingshot squeeze releases, should be pretty decent. Johnson & Johnson. Oh, United Healthcare. Thanks, bro. Thank you. I'll write that down real quick. UNH. I will not play Walmart. All right, let's get in. Let's finish up what we were doing here. TXMD, their shares are sliding after the FDA said it couldn't approve revisions to some manufacturing testing limits for its birth control ring requested by the company through a supplemental new drug application. They just went in and said, yo, FDA, hook us up with, we found some mistakes and we're going to try to slide it right in and get it past you. They're like, nope-see. Anyway, this stock had fallen off the face. Really? It's at 50 cents. Can it go lower? Yeah, penny stock wise, get you some. Ugh. I need to filter this news a little bit. Okay. All right, so Sangmo Therapeutics, SGMO. Negative Ghost Rider. That's bearish. Novartis, NVS. Love Novartis. Announced 48-week data from its phase 3 trial of its drug, demonstrating that the results observed in the primary analysis of the 24 weeks versus a different drug were maintained in longer-term follow-up with patients with a disease previously treated with 2 or more inhibitors. Novartis. Just 1 second here. What the heck is going on with my charts? Alright, so nice little rally for them. They are making higher lows and higher highs, getting back up into the weekly Keltner channel bottoms. I'd see a move up to the daily mid at 81. Above that, rejection at 81.47. You know, you can run this weekly cloud from 80, 90 all the way up to about 82.06, taking profits to the middle at 81.50. All right, Gilead announced update from its 2-year results of its drug. Its drug studying non-Hodgkin's lymphoma with at least 2 prior lines of therapy. Along all treated patients, overall response was 92% with a 75% complete response. In its lymphoma drug, 57% of their patients were in a durable response after 31 months of the medium. So basically, they're saying their lymphoma drug is doing its job. That may have been built into this, right? Looking at the run-up, I think that might have been built into it. Look at continued support. Bounce off this. If this 4-hour mid holds and we don't have to go back down to the bottom, then we can test the 4-hour top at 70. What's up with these lame news today? The lame news. I think we pulled out all the good plays from the weekend. Whoa, Edit reported in vitro and vivo preclinical data of its enhanced tumor killing capacity of 2 modified induced stem cells or a natural killer with using stem cell therapies using its proprietary gene editing. The company reported these findings in a presentation today at the annual meeting for American Society of Hematology being held in Atlanta virtually. So that's a nice little rip right off the daily bottom into the weekly cloud, rejected the 4-hour top. So if this bull flag that Edit is currently making breaks, right? I forgot to turn off. That's quite annoying. If this bull flag breaks, right, and it rallies up over this level here, this is the move that we can expect, right? Nice little move from, so a break of 32.50 for a move up to about 35. So Edit's got some room to run. Eli Lilly and Foghorn Therapeutics, so they'll collaborate to develop new cancer medicine using Foghorn's proprietary gene traffic control platform. Lilly said it will make an upfront payment of $300 million in cash and invest $80 to $20 a share, a nearly 67% premium to Friday's closing price of $11.99. So FXTX, look at that. Okay, so basically, this small company has a product. This big company comes in and says, yo, let's collaborate. We're going to use your stuff, and we're going to pay you anywhere from, we're going to invest $80 million at $20 a share. What is that going to do? Immediately jack the price up. Check premiums on this. They may be a little overinflated, but this is a pretty decent play if you wanted to play some. I don't even know if the stock has options, but basically rally up through the main Keltner channels, bouncing off the weekly top. Okay, if this level holds, then we go up for a nice little Elliott wave move. Fib levels for targets are pretty easy. We just grab the bottom, from the bottom to the top, back down to the bottom, right? I think that lines up pretty good, pretty close to where I had it. So maintain this. If this bull flag breaks to the upside above 1850, I think we rally up to 2175, pull back to the 127 retracement at $20.60 for our final move up to about 2340. They said they're going to cap it at 20. My numbers might be off. Definitely there's a move from 16 to 20, $4 move. You can play commons, you can play options. I think it's going to rip today based on that news. Okay, that's a godsend for small companies, right? That's what they want to do, is they want to get eaten up by larger ones. Believe it or not, that's what they want to do. So Bluebird Bio announced results from its phase 2 study of its drug for sickle cell disease, including further analysis from its pivotal chart following enhancements in its manufacturing protocols and treatment process. Like, this $8 stock rallied to 12, lots of overhead resistance. I don't think that this is going to make that move that we wanted to. Pfizer's making news again. Plans to acquire Arena Pharmaceuticals in a deal valuing Arena at $6.7 billion. Remember, we just talked about smaller companies getting eaten by larger ones. Well, boom, there you go. That thing doubled, right? It went from 50 to 100. I gotta note that someplace. RNAA bought by Pfizer has doubled from 50 to 95. I don't even, does that have options? Ew, let's see. It does have options. Whoever bought these options, whoever had these these guys right here, these 65 calls, right, at 15 cents, instant millionaire. There's a bunch at 100, so yeah, that's going to be an interesting play. So ARNA for the volatility, right? Play the volatility on that sucker. Where do I want to put this? So many different places to put it. Crap. Okay. Pure volatility play. Don't get caught. All right, that was Pfizer. I don't know if Pfizer's going to move off of that. Pfizer might move off a bunch of other things that came out this weekend. Currently, Pfizer rallied right up into the 4-hour top. Looks like it's trying to make a move there. Pfizer, the safe play is above 54 for a quick pop to about 55. Okay. Open mentioned favorably in Barron's, saying shares could lift if more and more people choose the ease and certainty of digital home sales. The article noted Zillow's exit from the iBuying business last month was a wrecking ball for other companies in this new industry, which may make online all-cash purchases of homes by the thousands. I got a quick little pop off of that from 15 to 16. Let's see if Zillow might get a little sympathy play off of it. Yeah, there you go. Look at Zillow. Oh, so Zillow this is a monthly Keltner channel. This is the base level of all support, right? If you break this, you might as well just go to zero. So Zillow broke through the monthly top, broke through the 4-hour top and the daily mid. Next stop for Zillow is all the way down here at the daily bottom, 53. Below that, if it breaks through that daily cloud at 51.89, next stop is the bottom of the monthly at 45. Below 45, that's it. Lights out. It's over. I'll be right back. I gotta wake up on my. I got a few minutes. Let me finish. Finish up the news. OPEC December monthly oil report will be released today at noon GMT. And maybe that's why we're getting a little bit of a fade. Oh, bonds are rallying. Not too good for the market. All right, we'll get into that in a second. NFE, New Fortress Energy. Never heard of these guys. NFE signs a 15-year gas supply agreement for the supply of natural gas to the refinery in Brazil. There's a natty gas play for you. Natty gas. So they got a government contract, right? They got that government cheddar now coming in. Come on. That government cheddar. Oh, did it already make its move? Very well could have made its move, but we will keep an eye on it. So currently resting at the 4-hour mid. If this does a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step up to the daily mid, 4-hour top at 25.93. All right, there's an opportunity there for about 50 cents. All right. SPX Flow to be acquired by Lone Star in an $86.50 all cash deal. I don't want to check that one out. Hawaiian Holdings. It's an airline stock. There's really no good news today so far. Sorry. Starbucks, finally. Ooh, shit. Starbucks said it had to shut 2 outlets in China and was investigating after a state-backed newspaper reported that they used expired ingredients to make drinks, violating food safety rule. That's bullish or bearish on Starbucks. Starbucks currently rallying up into the monthly top. Starbucks is up in the monthly top for our top daily cloud. So this is a major area of resistance. That news came out. Look for the head and shoulders to form. Starbucks can come back down to the 4-hour mid or potentially all the way back down to weekly 4-hour bottom, 114. Does it go that far? Maybe, but this is a pretty sick uptrend that it's in. I don't know if that little bit of news from China is really going to wreck it, but the downside, this is the retracement. So you take a fib from high to low, right? It currently retraced to the 60%. We got that daily cloud bottom at 116. 116.15. We break 116.15. I think we come back and test the 4-hour mid at 115. 115.60. Below that, it's the previous low at 115.19. And then finally, if we go to the downside, we're going to come back down to this 114 area. That's Starbucks. Starbucks had some news out of China that their outlets decided to use expired stuff. Get that greed going on. Keep an eye on Starbucks. This is a pretty significant level of support that we're at currently. Okay. Dollar Tree said Sunday it offered to explore a settlement with Mantle Ridge and hand a board seat to a former chief executive of a rival retailer, saying the activist investment firm's decision to seek control of its board was unwarrantedly aggressive. Dollar Tree is reacting publicly to Mantle Ridge's decision late on Friday to nominate 11 directors and replace the entire board, as well as push the company to hire a former CEO of Dollar General Corp. Well, that'll wreck a stock pretty quick. I mean, this is a pretty bullish uptrend that it's in. Right? Pretty nice move. Well, there's your levels. So if it pulls back to 135.81, that's the 21 EMA. That's the mean. That's the safety zone for it. It's also a doji. Right? Below that, we have 129.87, which is one ATR to the downside. And then we've got a rising -3 ATR 200 SMA coming here. Let's throw a fib on this and look, shall we? We go from high to low. That's 618 right there. Well, there's a 6 o'clock move. Let's see how that affects the futures. Gold is rallying. Here comes crude. ES is still fading, and I don't think I have the right chart up for bonds. But as far as Dollar Tree is concerned, I mean, this is a very bullish stock. No squeezes to help us out. We are currently trading. We're trading a pretty decent. Trading 3 deviations away from the mean at 107. So if that news rocks it, this thing moves $5 a day, it can stair step its way back down, or it can rally its way up out of it. So I would say Dollar Tree above 142.17, go long. Below below 140, or excuse me, below 138. Yeah, so if Dollar Tree takes out this 15-minute cloud, 138.42 is support. Below that, we need to look at the downside. So step it down, 135, 134, 130. That's Dollar Tree and decent news out of there. All right, in world news, El Iran says transitory inflation call likely Fed's worst ever. It results in a high probability of policy mistakes, he said, so the Fed must quickly, starting this week, regain control of the inflation narrative and regain its own credibility. Otherwise, it will become a driver of higher inflation expectations that feed off themselves. Bloomberg. Yep, that's true. Right? Nobody trusts the Feds right now, so it'll just turn into a big ball of, I don't know, insert expletive here. All right, Japanese October machinery orders beat at 3.8% month over month versus 2.1, 2.9 year over year versus 4.0 consensus, and Japanese Q4 large manufacturing indexed 18 versus 19. So the yen is actually a little falling off of that, I believe. Let's look at the larger picture. There's the 1, 2, 3 Wu-Tang pattern reversal. It came up to resistance and rejected. The yen may make a larger move to the downside. All right, Norway will further tighten its coronavirus restrictions this week to limit the spread of the virus. The Prime Minister told agency news. Insiders dumped their stocks to their own companies at a record pace. This is big. Corporate insiders sold 63.5 billion of their shares through November, a 50% jump versus all of 2022. Zero Hedge reported that. So at small caps, insiders are getting out. Poor AMC, right? Everybody that was, I'm holding for the rest of my life, AMC is down at 27. They got you. I know that's an unpopular opinion, and I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but I think they got you. I think you've been hoodwinked. I will buy AMC at $8 a share again, just because I love AMC. But you are literally about 50 cents from another major step down. 25.50, this level right here. If this level cracks, it can get real ugly for AMC real quick. That's that rally pullback, rally consolidation, bull flag failure, consolidation on the way down. Oh, what happened? All right, I will be right back. I'm going to throw the futures up. I got to wake up my kids. Let's just get those refreshed. I'll show you the 15-minute view. All right, I think that's a pretty decent view. All right, I will be right back. Hold. As soon as I come back, we'll get into the plays immediately. Thanks. 1 second. All right, I am back. Hopefully the news. All right. That's a good segue into earnings today. We've got none that are super interesting. No major economic data. And here is the... Where's... Oh, wow, there's a lot of news. Let me get through this real quick. Oh. Okay. All right, another record day for the S&P 500 after closing at a new all-time high late Friday ahead of several important central bank decisions, including the key Federal Reserve decision on tapering Wednesday, which will while closely tracking the quickening increase of the Omicron infections around Europe. The Fed is widely expected to accelerate the tapering of its monthly bond purchases when it concludes a two-day policy meeting. Right? Is that built into the market? I think we're going to have to look it out. Okay. In other central bank meetings this week, the Bank of England, the Bank of Japan, and European Central Bank, all with policy statements this week. Biden is scheduled to meet with Senator Manchin as early as today in what Hill insiders say will be a make it or break it moment for enacting the Build Back Better Act before Christmas. Citing reports in Asian markets, they screwed that one up. In Asian markets, the Nikkei index gained 200 points. Yay, go Bay. Right. The Shanghai index rose 0.4%, and the Hang Seng fell 41 points. In Europe, the German DAX is up over 1%, and the FTC is little change. So in Asia, the global markets are up-ish, kind of neutral in the FTSE. Okay. What a week it was for U.S. equities. The S&P surged 3.8% to end at all-time closing high. And for the week, S&P rises 3.8%, Dow 4%, Nasdaq 3.6%, and Russell, even the little Russell jumped 2.37%. Large cap heavyweights yanked the market up. Apple, remember Apple rallying, right? Have been doing most of the heavy lifting with the case in point of Apple rising 11% in a week. Market cap increased roughly 30 billion. This is after they lowered guidance. Apple's like, yo, we're going to lower our guidance. They flipped and rallied off of that. Okay. That is larger than about 480 companies in the S&P 500, as the company is a few points away from hitting that $3 trillion market cap. While to note that as of last Friday, U.S. stocks closing at all-time highs, while home prices and wages also at all-time highs. Inflation, CPI, year-over-year, highest since 1982. While the Fed just continues to hold interest rates down at 0% and borrow and spend trillions more, with more and more spending plans in the works. Yes. Let's just keep printing money. The volatility index, the VIX, closed lower by 2.8% at 18.69. I got to find a new VIX chart. The lowest close since November, off of last week's high of 35. This week's focus remains on the FOMC, where persistent inflation due to ongoing supply chain challenges suggests the U.S. Federal Reserve could very well start tightening its accommodative monetary policy sooner than we may have hoped. I hate this word, Reuters. Yeah, a Reuters poll of economists sees central bank hiking interest rates from near 0 to 0.25 to 0.5% in Q3 of next year, followed by another in Q4. All right, look at this crude. The crude numbers came out, and crude is making a move. It's a pretty decent move on crude. Bonds hit some resistance and currently falling off. And yield ES, right? Rally to high on Friday, and it's slowly stair-stepping its way down. It's currently at a demand zone. If this holds, then I think we might chop the rest of the day into this week. I've got a level here at 47.03. If that level cracks, then we come back down to these previous lows at 46.80. That's a pretty significant drop. So just keep that in mind. I like how the NQ recovered, but it is forming a head and shoulders. See that little head and shoulders on the NQ? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're going to short it below its support neckline, which is coming in right at... we're in that zone. If we break that zone, see it continue to move or continue to fall off. All right, the Dow hit highs and it's just fading off. Broke support zone, right? If this level here breaks on the Dow, expect a larger move to the downside. Like I said, going into this week, everything looks good. Everything's at good support. It seems pretty heavy. I'd love to see some sector rotation over into small caps. I think that might be in a regular head or inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Crack this trend line that I drew haphazardly. I don't even know where it starts or ends. Something along those lines. And just draw a new one. Come on. I gotta adjust the magnet thing on this. I think it's a little too much. Right? So Russell, if it can complete an inverse head and shoulders and crack this overhead resistance, I think we see a small cap surge as ES, NQ, and then Dow start taking some profits. Bonds are up, ES is down. Gold looks like it's forming a bear flag, to be honest with you. If this level of support cracks, I think we come back down. I am expecting a higher move in gold coming up into next year, and crude it's trying to recover from its downtrend. All right. Overall, caution, or small cap love. Okay. All right. How am I doing? All right. Let's get into some plays. Laz, I can't look at all of those. So, Pfizer, Cisco. I want to look at Google and Low. Let's look at those ones, shall we? Pfizer, Cisco, Google and Low. All right, there those are. Cisco, bearish divergence. Low's bearish divergence. Pfizer, bearish divergence. Google, slightly bullish, 1, 2, 3. Google setting up for the Wu-Tang pattern reversal, right? Off of this dark pool level, 1, 2, 3. I expect a larger move in Google. There's some squeezes taking place with Google as well. I will go over a little bit more into Google really quickly after. I'll be right back. I gotta go wake up my kid one more time. I can't wait for Christmas break. It's going to be a good time. What's up, Watchlist? How are you? All right, so let me just say hi to everybody. Morning, Johnny, Laz, Terry, Anthony. Hey, welcome back, Anthony. And Johnny Watchlist. Johnny and the Watchlist. Good to see y'all. Thanks for the support. Really, truly appreciate it. All right, Cisco is... Hold on one second. I'm just grabbing some plays. From here. Elon Musk announced his Time Person of the Year. I was trolling him like he was firing shots this weekend, and I was understanding every one of his tweets, and people were like, "Oh, Your Tesla ran over the a yield sign? I'm like, no, it's a flattened yield curve. Seriously. Anyway, okay, car. Like, I think a lot of people are going to be trading the same stuff that I put out on the watch list this weekend. Watch lists. But, all right. You know, I haven't seen any news from China about their stocks lately. Has anybody seen, like, there's no, like, Pinduoduo, Baidu, Baba, right? None of that news has been rocking the bells, y'all, lately. Holy Google drop. Or not Google, gold drop. 1 second. I've got Raiden, are you awake? Thank you. Neo, Nvidia, Microsoft, Micron, Qualcomm. I wonder what they're going to rotate into today. Should be interesting to find out. All right. So this is the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade algorithm software by FlowTrade. If you're new to the stream and you're watching this video, what you see in front of you is the Flow Index Algo. It tracks smart money, dark pools, block trades, large institutional hedge funds, and purchases. Okay. It also tracks retail trades in the form of block trades. Okay. What we see here is the white bars are price action. The purple line is the regular algorithm line. If I draw blue lines on the screen, those are dark pool block trades. Red lines are regular block trades. White lines are a good time. No, white lines are where there's a regular and a dark pool that are printed on top of each other. I can't separate them out. Usually that means that there's a major area of support and resistance, right? Or a major inflection point. So make sure you write those up on, or mark those up on your screen and study them so that you can have an understanding of kind of like how the things flow, right? And how those block trades affect price action. Currently, Cisco has been net selling since about the 23rd, so before Thanksgiving. Smart Money has been getting out of their purchases, right, as price is going up, waiting for that divergence, this divergence to play out. What that means is that price will eventually come back down to meet the algorithm, and at that point, they'll start buying into it again. If they dumped all their shares, or they bought a bunch of shares here, or at this level, it would cause a vacuum. It would cause basically an inverse reaction, rather than you would get a quick initial pop. Once they realized that it was just a large purchase, all of the volume and interest would be sucked out of it, and liquidity would fall, and then price would fall. So they would actually start their position lower than they entered. What they do is they scale into this stuff as price is moving in a different direction. So if they put in a buy order here, right, at this level, as price is coming up to it, it gets filled naturally and it increases. Okay, so just a little education there. I've been trying to draw where the blocks, what time the blocks print. It's a little rough on, yesterday's. The day before's is okay, a little easier. So if it's the most current day, I'm just going to go ahead and draw it across it. We have a dark pool block trade at 59.25 on Cisco. That's this level here. We use that as support and resistance. Prior to that, way back here on the 8th, we got some dark pool levels coming in at the close. This level here. What happened? Price rallied the next day. On the 9th, at the close, we had a block trade come in. What happened? Price rallied the next day, right? So it looks like these blocks are buy orders. We have a white line level on Cisco right at 58.05. Can't tell if that's a buy or sell order, but this is a pretty significant level. Price action has definitely interacted with that level there. In the past, it looks like it's sold off. Okay. We also have some additional white line levels way down here at support at 57. Right. Let's just do that so it's a little bit more clear. And so we got some Regular blocks coming in at the bell. So there's a regular block trade here that's just sitting there waiting, right? Because of the gap up. This block here came in at 9:31. So at the bell, there's a block at 57.92. You think that got filled? I don't think so. All right, downside, we got a regular block trade support zone that ranges from about 57.25 all the way down to 57. And those printed as early as the 8th, right? I bet you that this level's been going on a lot longer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a little, my little rectangle tool here to emphasize those. And finally, price action is making a nice uptrending move. Look for some of these. We're a little extended. Oh, come on. We are a little extended from our uptrending support, right? There is a gap that will need to be filled from this level here, right? See the gap? If that level of, this level of support breaks, we stair-step our way down, fill out that divergence, looking to set up for a larger move to the upside. This is purely momentum, right? There's no smart money going into this. So be careful with Cisco. This is what it looks like on the chart. Right? Coming right up into a previous demand zone. Right? Previous highs. Trading about 1/8 or 1/2 deviation away from the mean. So this is that zone that we can trade in, right? All the way up to about 60. $60.27 is previous high. Above that, I think we run out of gas. So just be careful on Cisco. If you want to day trade it, you've got your levels. Right? Just momentum. Watch this 15-minute cloud to hold. If that holds, we might get a little bit more movement up. If this cloud breaks, we stair-step our way back down. Throw a fib on it from high to low to the first low, right? If I were to run this all the way over here, come on. All right, 50% retracement would be a pullback through the cloud, or excuse me, the 618 retracement pullback through the cloud to previous high. See this zone right here? There is a zone of volume in that level. So pull back to that. If it holds, we can continue on to the upside. This level starts to break. We start taking out some of these previous highs and lows on our way back down. Okay, Cisco in a nutshell. Moving on. Pfizer. Remember, Pfizer had news about that other company that it put some money into. The Algo is just trading with price action currently. Let me get rid of these drawings. Looks like it rallied, pullback, filled the gap, and is continuing to make a move to the upside. Price action looks like a little inverted head and shoulders. This regular block trade level at 52.90 seems to be pretty significant resistance. It printed on the 8th in the morning, so here, maybe it was this order, right? This one here, that's your overhead resistance. We've got support coming in at 51.25. There's your support levels. See how the Algo rejected off of that? It needs to curl back around and get through it for continuation move to the upside. Dark pool level coming in at 52.08. 52.08 for that dark pool level, and that came in at the close. So that came in right here. All right, nice little bounce of that. Nice little dark pool bounce. Got some white line levels, and let me finish up with our dark pools. 51.15-ish. All right, we got a cluster of dark pool support and regular block trade support. So this is zone right here. I don't know. I got to come up with a name for it. I'm gonna call it like the retail zone, right? Basically, there's a bunch of orders that have been taken care of right here at the 51-ish level. Okay, white line levels on Pfizer are as follows. All right, so we got white line level Come on. So there's our white line support, right? Rally, pullback, rally. As far as price action is concerned, a little bit of a uptrending wedge breakout. That's what we're looking for. I would target here and possibly here. If we can get through this level, I think we move nicely up. If we reject this level, we come back down and consolidate for a little bit longer. That's Pfizer, low, hello, hello. There's low. All right, low's been uptrending, new all-time highs. All right, pre-market new all-time high. This is just a beast, right? Rally, rally, rally. Can you turn that off? Rally, rally, rally. $6 ATR, rally, rally, rally. All right, we've got bearish divergence. So at some point, price is going to come back down to meet with price action. Starting to get a little bit curling of the algo. That might be an indication that we get that pullback to support. As far as levels are concerned, we've got some pretty clearly defined levels. We have a regular block trade that came in at the close at 261.38. Is this profit taking? Right? We don't know if it's profit taking or if it's something else. I'm going to consider this a white line level, and that's pretty much it for regular blocks. We got some dark pulls. One down here at 251.18. 251.18 that launched. Price action up. We have one at 258.15. Right? That closed. Right? So what did price action do? Rally to resistance, pull back, rallied up, pull back, use that dark pull level of support for a move back up to the upside. We have white line level of support resistance as a magnet, right? That's coming in at 256.75 and 91. So let's just use basically here. There we go. All right, so what do I see in low is this. We have smart money getting, taking profit, exiting positions gradually over time. We've got price action starting to form. All right, there's the channel, right? And here is the most current move. All right, so that rising wedge will eventually squeeze together and probably fall back down. So as far as low is concerned, it's a momentum play, right? You just play the momentum on it. Just know that smart money has been taking profits, right? They're slowly getting out of their positions, but it's a runaway train. You don't want to try to get in front of it. You don't want to try to be like, oh, I'm going to call the top on it. So, this would be a nice downside move, right? Upside, it only moves, it's in trifecta mode. So look for a pullback to 261 for a continuation move to the upside in low. Okay. And Microsoft. Yes, I will look at Walmart. Microsoft, Algo has diverged bearishly from price action. Price action has more room to the upside. Rally, pullback, consolidation, rally. Alright, so we've got a little bit, not really divergence to speak of. All right, so look at this regular block trade here. All right, so price action kind of launched off of that level, right? I ran right up to some more block trades right here. We've got a white line level. That's our support. So Microsoft's cool at like 335. 334.80, 335.40, and there's about an 80-cent difference there, but pretty significant support. We've got some dark pool levels here at, this is kind of a longer term support resistance. I'll just call it resistance. And then we got a couple dark pools down here that have probably been filled, right? And then finally 333.10 right here. That helped launch it. So we had two blocks come in. Or we had a block on the close of, or the open, well, pre-market. We had a 333.10 pre-market block came in, launch price action up. These regular blocks happen here. We may come back down and test it, right? As far as the algorithms goes, right? The algo has been taking profits. Right, it is making lower lows. It's trying it rally, pullback, fail. So if it can get like above this level, there might be a little bit of a reversal. That would mean price come down to meet the algorithm. Right, uptrending stock, previous level of support resistance here. Right, takes out this cloud, right, this level, and then it can go higher. If it rejects here, we come back down to previous lows and we consolidate and try again. All right, that was Microsoft. Let's look at Microsoft on the daily. What am I doing on time? All right, rally, pull back to the 50 SMA. Currently trading at the 21, so it's got room, right? You can run a fib from low to high. Back down to the low, maybe. Right, 349.79. So previous high target. Right, pretty decent looking stock. No real squeezes to speak of, but it's definitely uptrending. And as far as Keltner channel support goes, like I mentioned earlier, I'd like to see a pullback to 341 for a continuation move to the upside. And finally, Google. Intel's getting a lot of traffic this morning for some reason. All right, the Googs. Something's off. Something is off. Huh. All right, hold on one second. I need to do something. Y'all see what I'm doing and why? Looking at the 4 chart layout, looks like Google's got some bullish divergence. It's minor, but it looks like it's there. When I drop it down to the one or the full screen, single screen, like I would have to I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit and see why that's happening. All right, regardless, possible head and shoulders forming on Google. I know that there's a bunch of squeezes taking place. Price action is trading with the algorithm, and we've got some regular blocks that are providing support and resistance. 2960 is the most recent support resistance, 2950 right below it, and then finally 2934 is your dark pool levels. Right, that's pretty clearly cut, defined support resistance. As far as price action in the algo, is your mom awake? All right, there we go. We got that there. Wedge. Look for the wedge breakout. It's got a squeeze. I think Google ends up going higher today. And finally, let's look at KSS. And what was the other one you wanted to look at? Walmart. Okay, so KSS. Look at this. Regular block trades and dark pool support. Right, we've got dark pool blocks at 51.76 and 51.30. Those came in like within a day of each other. So the 9th at the 9th in the morning, dark pool there, and then we have a dark pool here, and then we've got a regular block trade that came in at the end of the day on the 9th here. Price action pulled back. It found previous support. Right. Previous support here. Like there's a little bit of a overhead resistance. But look what the algorithm's doing. All right, the algo's been selling off, had a little bit of a pop, and now it's currently, I believe this is, oh, give me the right tool. All right, there we go. Like this for consolidation. If the algo can get out of that pattern, I think it might help pull price action up with it. I kind of like this stock. Triple bottom gap consolidating. So 1, 2, triple bottom rally pullback. I think we might see a continuation on in KSS today. I'm going to look at that one a little bit deeper. Who brought that one to the show? Killa brought it to the show, huh? Sweet. All right, rally, pullback, riding the 4 hour. Bull flag. So if it breaks this bull flag, right, which it looks like it's had a few struggles with. It breaks that bull flag. I think we can move up to 53. Yeah, there's a $3 move there. So watch the open. That should be a fun one, right? That's a pretty easy to spot pattern. Broke it, back tested it. It's coming back in. All right. Yeah, I like this one. So we got the weekly mid over here at 52.75. 4 hour top. We get above the 4 hour top. Daily mid at 54. Immediately move up to the monthly top at 54.73. So bullish on KSS. All right. And then the last one you wanted to look at was Walmart. And then I'm going to get into the two that I want to look at, and then we're going to get going. So Walmart's just trading with price action. The algorithm is pulling price up with it. And right, as long as the algo continues to make higher highs and higher lows, and price is coming up to some previous resistance here, right? Trade in this zone all the way up. We have regular block trade and dark pull support. 141.03 is your dark pull support, right? Came in there. Make this a little bigger so people can see it. And we've got a ton of block trades on the, if we need to use those as support, right? 139.60. Right. Is there that zone? No real white line levels, but there's definitely some blocks. 6. All right, got a dark pull level there, and then $12.8 at the bell. All right, see how price is using these levels. So it rallies, pullbacks, rallies, consolidate, support, rally, pullback, support, rally, pullback. Trying to get back up through this level there. If it breaks that, I think it can pull Walmart up with it. I don't really trade Walmart. It's starting to set up a little parabolic move. So cup and handle, rally, rally, consolidate, If it bounces off of this 4-hour top, then I think we can see a move to the daily mid at 141.75. Above that, 144.86. Right? It's got to get above this 200. Currently trading right at this, right? Very cyclical, like cylindrical stock, right? Rally, pullback, rally, pullback, rally is what we're looking for now. I'd be a player. If I was going to trade it, I'd wait till it gets above POC at 142.04, take profit at the 50, and then take profit at previous highs. Okay, radiant fire signals getting ready to fire off, and we've got a slingshot skis getting ready to release. When's the dividend day? Oh, dividend day was the other day. Yeah, setting up a Wu-Tang reversal and everything. So 1, 2, 3, right above that level to go long. Yeah, Walmart looks good. I just don't trade it. All right. I'm going to switch to the 4-chart layout here. And you want to look at PayPal, Wish. I want to look at CAR and TCOM. Y'all didn't see the... Oh, hold on. PayPal, Wish, CAR, and TCOM. Alright, PayPal, Algo's just trading with price action. We've got some regular and dark pull levels that are going to cause us a little bit of grief on the way up. Definitely have some white line levels. PayPal, dark pull support all the way down at 184.86. Right, this printed here. Price kind of moved pretty positively off of it. And 197.35 is your resistance. So way up here. In between, there's this regular block, or this dark pull block right there. And then we've got a couple white lines. And so we've got resistance at 195.92 here, and then resistance at 192.94. That's this level here. All right, white line levels for Walmart include 191.75 there, and this longer term one right there at 188.50. So if the algo continues to consolidate, as you can see here, right, if it's got to make a new high. Right, it's got to get over its previous resistance, and it's got to make a new high. If it can't do that, then price action may come back down to meet it. It looks like there was a gap right here for Walmart to try to fill. If it comes down and touches it, then it could get pretty bullish. Wish, yeah, dude, Wish it is what it is. It's a penny stock that's pumped and dumped. The algo is price and divergence has played out in it, right? So if you want to go long above 378, short below 358, support coming in at, all right, we got support at 328, and finally 323. Below 323, it just kind of falls off the cliff. So Wish, the divergence has played out. The algo has not made. All right, the algo is consolidating. See, this is a consolidating algo. If it breaks up, it might pull price action up with it. All right, price is trying to make a move, looking for the wedge breakout. If it breaks down, you got the downside move. CAR, which is more of a stable stock. I think that's a good word for it. Just resting right at dark pull. Right. Come on, sucker. It's resting at dark pull support right now. 243.98 is the point. So above 244, long, support at 240. Look at what this algo is doing in comparison to other ones. I like that it has, right, uptrending. Right, it's got to get above, like it's got to do a little bit of a wedge breakout, right? Definitely got to do a little bit of a wedge breakout. So if it does, I think it yank price action up with it and yank price out of that wedge. I like CAR to the long side. And TCOM, I'm not sure what this... I gotta clean that up. Alright, so I just had a drink explode in my fridge. TCOM, the Algo has just been steady net buying for a couple of weeks now. I don't know what the stock does, but alright, a little support there. Look for this wedge, right? That wedge breakout coming off a white line support. My bad. At 26, right? It looks like 26 is kind of a long-term support resistance area for it. All right, break that little wedge. I've got a dark pull target at 27 that came in on the 8th at the close. Looks like price gapped down off of that. So, TCOM stair step its way back up. Algo's net buying. All right, and finally, I think I got them all. I think I got everything. All right, I think I got everything. Hold on, I'm just checking some other things right here. All right, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me. Once again, I'm Darkbull Algo. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Let's get one final shot of the futures, see what's going on there. Drop it back down to the 2-minute chart. See? The Dow right back to previous high support. The Russell, right? The Russell is having a problem. It came off of support though. Right, the Russell, Dow, and the NQ. There we go. It's a better look at the NQ. Right, this is Friday. Pre-market rally. Made a new high pre-market. I don't like it when it makes new highs pre-market. We should wait for us. See, I gotta turn the magnet on that thing off. It's frustrating. It won't let me get stuff to where it needs to be. And then ye old ES. Get rid of that level there. So up, pull back to support, rally, pull back, rally, fade. There's definitely a zone the ES is in right now, right there. If that level of support holds, I think we chop. I'd love to come back. I want to pull back. So, gold is selling off, right? After initial rally, it's pulled back. It's made a new low, made a double bottom here. It's made a double bottom here. Come on. Actually broke support, so I think gold continues to move down. Crude, right? Rally, fade, and bonds. This is not, like, bonds is in an uptrend, right? So rally into Friday. As the ES made new all-time highs, bonds started selling off, right? So inverse. They typically tend to move inverse to each other. 1818, right? 1840. So this time, ES made a new high. Bonds came down and made a new low. See the inverse effect? This is TLT, by the way. If you want to look at it on the chart. And then the poor old yen. Right? Roller coaster ride. All right. So coin should go up because gold is going down? That's a great question. Let's look at coin real quick, shall we? I think I have crypto. I have Bitcoin. Coin is completely dependent upon what Bitcoin does, right? So Bitcoin off of the 4-hour, this daily bottom is pretty significant. Don't like this head and shoulders that it's forming. So gold may dip down to 47.85 or even 47.143. So for gold or for Bitcoin, sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff here. Possibly. Maybe that move in gold in Bitcoin, or we do this one. All right. Should be interesting to watch. All right, I got to run for real this time. I think that's it. Let's look at coin on the Algo. This might give us a little bit of a hint. All right. So the algorithm is bullishly diverged from price action. Should be dragging price. I got to clean that up. Do you see how it exploded? The drink exploded.
I see that.
I'll clean it up. So just price action should just follow the algorithm. What?
Yeah, that's already cleaned up.
Yeah, it's... Alright, so... Look at this algo downtrending. Could be the beginning of a reversal if it can take out... Alright, if the algo can take out its previous highs. Alright, little zone right there. It could pull price action up with it. A little bit of uptrending support. Dark pool. Target at 263.24. Above that, things can get kind of fun with it. 263.24. That came in on the 6th. At the close. Look at that. So, selling off. Pullback. Dark pool block trade came in at the close at 263.24. Price immediately gapped up. Consolidated at previous resistance levels. See that there? Right. So zones we talk about fell out, pulled back to previous support, right? That bottom right there. Now it's trying to make its way back up. Algo's pointing up. I like coin. All right, gonna run. Talk to you later. Have a good day. All right, yes, Riot, Mara. All right. I like Mara. I think Riot's probably a little bit better value currently. All right, they're all just trading with price action. Riot's got some dark pools right here at this level, or the regular blocks at this level. If the algo can get up and out of it, it might pull Riot up with it. Riot's currently running into overhead resistance of a dark pool level. So let's do this. All right, support, wedge. Watch the algo. All right, it's got to get over that level, and then Mara. All right, Mara regular blocks. Not a whole lot of dark pool levels on Mara, so got 44.29 is overhead support resistance. That came in. Let's see, that came in here, right? And then we've got support off of this level there. I like what the algo is doing, except for the algo can get out of its own way, basically. Right? It can get out of its own way and make a move to the upside. Pulling Mara out of its wedge, 44.29, 46, and more to the upside. All right, I do have to go now. I've been doing this for the last hour and a half. I need a drink. As far as plays go today, sorry Laz, we didn't get into them. We went over them this weekend. These all look pretty dang solid. These all look pretty solid. And was it Baba? Johnson. Oh, Johnson & Johnson. What's it? Okay. All right. Take a screenshot of that. I'm going to be looking at UNH, Qualcomm, Home Depot.